What the Snowden material reveals is material which raises fundamental public concerns about surveillance, about the appropriate ways of having oversight of that material, of the use of secret courts, and appropriate balances between security and privacy, freedom of speech, liberty, and how society deals with all that. That is an important public debate to be had, which even President Obama has recognized. It's been the subject of a very narrow congressional debate, and so therefore this is a subject of high public importance which journalists ought to be writing about. You can't write about that if you haven't got informed material and facts to deal with. And I recognize that it is difficult to strike, for journalists and the state, to strike a balance between security and the ability to write about this. But what has happened is that in this country the British government has moved against The Guardian in a way that I think would be simply undoable in America. America has the First Amendment and it has no prior restraint. But what happened with The Guardian is that the British government explicitly threatened prior restraint against The Guardian. Either they would go to the courts to injunct us and seize the material, which would have the effect of preventing us from writing about it.
When did that happen?
That happened, explicitly it happened about a month ago, though there were conversations before that.
After you'd published?
We had published some material, and at some point the conversation took a different turn in which it was made plain that the government was on the verge of launching legal action against The Guardian.
Who were these conversations with?
They were with senior Whitehall officials.
And did you get the sense that they were acting off their own back or not?
I got the sense that there was an active conversation within Whitehall and agencies and in Downing Street.
You think it went right to number 10?
Yes.
And they were, as you put it, sort of saying, give us the material or destroy the material.
Yeah, it was quite explicit. We had to destroy it or give it back to them. What they really wanted was for us to give it back to them. And I explained that there were other copies, not within the UK, and so I couldn't really see the point of destroying one copy. But because we had other copies, I was happy to destroy a copy in London. We were quite clear we were not going to hand this material back to the British government, and so we destroyed it ourselves, but under advice from a couple of GCHQ intelligence experts, security experts, who told us which bits of the hard drive to smash up in what way.